Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how I make blue marble jewelry out of two types of clay. And though I do have an Etsy shop, I actually never sold clay earrings because I didn't have much experience with making them. But I think that these have turned out to be quite nice, and therefore I wanted to show you how I made them. So let's get started. I'm making this batch of pendants out of the air drying clay, and I'm wearing gloves so that nothing sticks to my hands. And cutting it into small pieces, and you will find out why a little bit later. Here I'm adding a gold leaf, which later turned out to be a bad idea actually, because you cannot see it at all. Instead, I will add the gold leaf directly onto the finished pendants later on in the video. Here I'm taking a small tube of acrylic paint, and I smeared the paint between my fingers, so this way it is easier for me to spread the paint all over the little clay pieces, so that they are all covered with paint equally. And here I'm compounding the pieces of clay into a tube, and I'm ready to cut it into pieces. I am assembling the pieces together and rolling them out with an acrylic rolling pin. I'm trying to make it even so that when I cut it with a circular cutter later on, I have pendants that are even in thickness. And here I decided to include a super fast time lapse of me doing the same thing with polymer clay. The difference between polymer clay and air drying clay is that the polymer one is a little bit stronger, and I'm actually currently making a jewelry collection out of polymer clay for my Etsy shop, and I will update you about it in my future videos. Next up, I'm covering the pendants with the UVA resin to make them a little bit stronger and also shinier. and I am putting them in my UV lamp to cure. And here is the result. I absolutely love how they look and also the sound that they make. I think that they turn out to be very, very pretty. Here I'm separating pendants that I made out of polymer clay from the ones made with air drying clay, because in this video I will be primarily working with the polymer clay ones. Next up, I am shaping them by cutting the excess clay and also sanding them to have a smooth surface. And here I'm taking out my instruments that I will be using for working today, and also the jump rings. And here are the pendants that I made a couple of years ago. I don't know why I never sold them, but I am quite happy with how they look like, so I might actually repaint them later on in future videos. Here I am attaching jump rings onto the pendants so that I can turn them into earrings. By the way, I have a tip for anyone who is thinking of making jewelry as well. So when you're trying to separate a jump ring, never ever do it like this. You will never get a perfect circle ever again, and your jump ring will not look great. Instead, you should do this. So separate the jump ring into a little spiral, like I do it here, and this way you will be able to bring the jump ring back into its shape. I also decided to spray some of them with clear varnish to even out the surface. And even though I do like how they all look, but I would say that the half circle ones with pearls are definitely my favorites. and here is the results. So I am quite happy with them, and I especially like the pair with pearls because the blue marble reminds me of the sea and pearls fit very well into this theme. I hope you enjoyed today's video and press like if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!